Yo, YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, man, back at y'all with another video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. And we have a lot to cover today, man. First of all, man, shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles, man, for putting belt to ass on the New York Giants yesterday, 38-20. We finally got our get back from the New York Giants from 2 weeks ago when everybody was basically writing the Eagles off and basically saying that the season was over. Now, look at us now, man. Back-to-back dubs against the Vikings and the Giants, man, and we rolling, man. Game ball today. I'm gonna have to say game ball goes to Hurts, man. 4 touchdowns today, man. Uh, 20 of 25 passing, 179, yards. Did I also mention he had 4 touchdown passes today? For all those guys out there that say the man can't throw the ball. And by the way, this was done with no AJ Brown. Before I even get back into this video, I want to give my condolences to Cam Scatterboo, man. That injury that he had sustained when he was trying to catch a pass and Zach Bond was defending him and he landed awkwardly on his ankle. Looks something similar to what happened to Tyreek Hill a couple weeks ago. But hopefully Cam Scatterboo, man, gets back out there. Out of all the Giants players, man, I think he's like one of my favorite players right now on the Giants. Really, really enjoyed watching him play at Arizona State as well, man. Just a really, really bad injury, and it's really, really sad. But it's what comes with the sport of the NFL, man. You know what I mean? Injuries happen, but you hate to see a guy like Cam Scatterboo go down, man, no matter what team he plays for, man. So wishing Cam Scatterboo nothing but a speedy recovery, man, though. But yeah, man, so the Eagles took care of business, man. The defense looked great, getting sacks, getting after Jackson Dart yesterday. Saquon Barkley finally has a breakout game. 150 yards rushing, a touchdown. Tank Bigsby as well. You know how I've been talking about why the Eagles picked up Tank Bigsby and they haven't been using him. Well, it seems to me like he done solidified his that running back 2 position with his performance yesterday against the New York Giants, man. What an amazing performance. Over 100 yards rushing for Tank Bigsby, man. So shout out to those 2 guys, man. The running game was elite yesterday, man, and I love to see every moment of it. Because, we've been leaning heavily on the pass these past couple of weeks because, the offensive line hasn't been able to open up holes for Saquon to run through. So Saquon's been getting bottled up a lot, man. They've been zoning in on him. It was nice to see Saquon finally break free for 100-some yards, man. He hasn't done that ever since last year in the playoffs, So it was good to see him get his legs underneath him again, man. And I'm looking forward to what Saquon can do moving forward now because I think the Eagles are in a very, very good rhythm. You know what I mean? They're in a good rhythm right now. A.J. Brown is still out with the hamstring, so we don't necessarily need to rush A.J. Brown back, man, because you have a number 1 wide receiver on your football team at all times. Even when A.J. is not there, Devontae Smith is a number 1 wide receiver on 99.5% of teams in the NFL. I do not care anymore, bro. I think given the opportunity and given the chances that typical number 1 wide receivers get as far as targets and receptions and all that shit, Devontae Smith could be a number 1 wide receiver on almost every team in the NFL. Almost every team in the NFL. So when you have the amount of weapons that the Eagles have, man, you should be able to put up 30 points every game. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be like that every game because, defensive players get paid too, man, but the offense has to at least look competent and the play calling has to make sense. And lately, the play calling has been making sense, man. Shout out to Kevin Patullo. I know he's been getting a lot of criticism from Eagles fans throughout the entire season, man, but like I said in one of my previous videos, man, I wanted to give the man a little bit of time, give the man a little bit of grace. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, being an offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles or just being an offensive coordinator in the NFL in general, it's a difficult task, man. It's a difficult task, especially if you're a guy that's never done it before. You know what I'm saying? But I did want to show you guys a little something, man. I don't know if y'all be watching JT Sports. I do like JT Sports channel. This is a disclaimer before I even get into this video, man. But he says some things, man, after that Giants and the Eagles game that really, really ruffled my feathers. You know what I'm saying? Because, you guys know I'm a big Jalen Hurts supporter. That's my quarterback. And I'm going to ride with him regardless of anything. But when he is warranted of criticism, I'll give him some criticism. Like I said, that first game against the New York Giants, the man didn't really necessarily play too well, you know? So I told people that he ain't play good. But is he a bad quarterback for having a bad game? I don't think so. But yeah, let's get into this video, man. I want to show y'all something, man. And we're going to talk about it after, I react or whatever.
Eagles fans want to put all of the offensive struggles on Kevin Patullo because it's easy to blame a new offensive coordinator than it is to blame a Super Bowl MVP, a quote-unquote top 5 quarterback who got outplayed by
He is a top 5 quarterback, though.
Jackson Dart on Thursday night. Jackson Dart is already a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
Okay, so... And don't get me wrong, man. I do fuck with this with Buddy content. I fuck with his content heavy. I be watching his videos all the time. But this right here is the exact reason why I'm not an internet person. It seems to me like when it comes to the internet, sometimes a lot of people just get on here and try to get clicks, man. When I get on here and I talk about sports or I talk about any team, I do the best that I can do to get the research, to get the information, to get the facts before I just get on the internet and just start saying things. Just off of this quote alone, I really should stop watching your videos and I really should just not watch your channel anymore. But I'm not petty like that, so I'm not going to do that. But to say that Jackson Dart is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts because he outplayed him in one game makes no sense to me, man. It just seems very, very click worthy. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Seems like you're just trying to get a reaction out of somebody. But well, here you go, man. I watched the game yesterday. Jackson Dart didn't even look like he was anywhere near on the level of a Jalen Hurts. And I fuck with Jackson Dart. I think he could be a good quarterback one day. But for you to say that he's better than Jalen Hurts because he played one game against Jalen Hurts and he ended up playing better than him. And mind you, Jalen missed a couple of throws in that game and he had a couple of miscues in that game that ultimately cost the Eagles the game. And if you go back and you look, had he hit Smitty on that touchdown, that long touchdown, we're having a different discussion. Had he not thrown that interception and hit A.J. Brown in the end zone, we're having a different discussion. So I just don't understand why people just get on the internet and just start yapping and just saying shit when they don't know what they're really talking about. Because this right here shows me you don't know what you're talking about. If you're saying that Jackson Dart is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts because he outplayed him in one game, then you could honestly say that Michael Penix is a better quarterback than Josh Allen, because if I could remember correctly, didn't Michael Penix just outplay Josh Allen on Monday Night Football not that long ago? But nobody's running around here saying that Michael Penix is a better quarterback than Josh Allen. So can we please stop with the bullshit?
Jackson Dart outplayed Jalen Hurts, a Super Bowl MVP, throwing the randos at receiver. Wan'Dale Robinson, LaJordan Humphrey.
So Rondell Robinson is a random now. Mind you, Rondell Robinson has been with the New York Giants for years now, even when Daniel Jones was there. Now Rondell Robinson is all of a sudden a random. Okay, Jordan Humphrey, I'll give you that, but he mossed the fuck out of Keely Ringo. Anybody can do that.
Meanwhile, on the opposite sideline, Jalen Hurts is overthrowing a wide open Devontae Smith. and throws a pick six when he had a wide open A.J. Brown, and those two plays alone swung the game in the Giants' favor. So if Jackson Dart is outplaying Jalen Hurts with less talent, with a worse team around him, and Jalen Hurts is underperforming, getting outplayed by Jackson Dart, what does that say about Jalen Hurts?
Oh my gosh, man. These people make me laugh, bro. Don't make me laugh, JT. Don't make me laugh, brother. But yeah, man. So I just thought I had to show y'all that. Oh, wait, before I even get back into this video, I have to show y'all the comments cuz I had the comments on this. Like, come on now. I commented under this video. I said he's better than Jalen Hurts based off of what? So he responds back and he says, based on what I said in this video. And then this is what I said. I said, so because he outplayed him, this is basically what I just told y'all in this video. So I said, basically, so because he outplayed him in one game, he's all of a suddenly better, question mark, ... So with that logic, that would mean Michael Penix is better than Josh Allen, right? Since he outplayed him on Monday. Bruh, we got to stop acting like good players don't have bad games, which is true. I've seen Luka have bad games. I've seen Tom Brady have bad games. Doesn't mean that so basically what you're saying is, right, if this is the logic that he's going with as to why Jackson Dart is better than Jalen Hurts, it makes absolutely no sense. So you're basically saying that now Nick Foles is a better quarterback than Tom Brady because he outplayed him in one game. Come on, bro. Make no sense, man. Make it make sense. But let me get back to the comment though. Right, since he outplayed him on Monday, bruh, we gotta stop acting like good players don't have bad games. And yes, Jalen Hurts ain't played good last game, but you can't really say he's been playing bad all season. You really can't. 15 touchdowns to 1 interception. Who the hell else is doing that? And yes, the OC is definitely a problem for the Eagles. Yes, an inexperienced offensive coordinator, and we have to keep getting offensive coordinators every year. Like, come on now. Jalen Hurts hasn't been, and this is what he says, Jalen Hurts hasn't been good this year. Completing 35% of his passes 10 yards or more is not good QB play. It's a reason his two best receivers are frustrated with the passing attack. His two best receivers are frustrated. I haven't heard Devontae Smith say a word about not getting targets, about not getting catches. I haven't heard Devontae Smith open his mouth at all about any of that. So what two wide receivers are you referring to, sir? Because the last time I checked, A.J. Brown is only one wide receiver. We don't have two A.J. Browns on our team. And everybody's personality is different, bro. So you know what? I ain't even gonna say now. I just said Jackson Dart is, but to say Jackson Dart is better than him off of one game makes no sense, bro. Makes no sense. And he just lost to Spencer Rattler not that long ago. So yeah, man, I just thought I had to show y'all that, man, that a lot of people on the internet, man, just be chatting. Can't listen to what everybody says, bro. But here's what I do know. What I do know is the Philadelphia Eagles are in prime position to go back to the Super Bowl because of the play of Jalen Hurts and because of the way this defense has been playing. You know what I'm saying? But when you have a quarterback like Jalen Hurts on your team, man, you're always in it. You know what I mean? You're never, ever out of it. And the Eagles are poised, man, to repeat. They're poised for it. They're in great position to do it, man. As long as Jalen Hurts can maintain this level of play, block out the noise, he does that already anyways. So I'm not even tripping about that. Just stay focused, keep grinding, keep balling out. Stop worrying about the outside noise like JT Sports trying to pin the Eagles against each other. Nah. The Eagles are a tight-knit group a tight football team, and we just got to keep maintaining, man, and just keep moving forward, bro. Stop worrying about all this outside noise and all this outside nonsense. Even when the reporters are asking Jalen Hurts about certain things that A.J. Brown is tweeting, I love his responses to these questions. I love them. I love his responses to these questions. I'm focused on the team, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, it's not about one player. It's not about one player, man. AJ might not be getting targets. Dallas Goedert might not be getting targets some games. Sometimes some games Smitty might not get targets. It's football. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, we can't sit here and act like guys like Jalen Hurts, guys like Patrick Mahomes don't have bad games. People have bad games, bro. That doesn't necessarily mean that the other guy that played better than him that one game is better than him. It just doesn't make any sense. That logic is stupid. It makes no sense, bro. If you would have I mean, I'm an Eagles fan, right? So if you would have came to me with some factual information and some shit that made sense as to why you thought what you said on your video, then I probably would have been like, okay, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But for you to say that, for you to anoint Jackson Dart, the nigga that just fucking sold the fucking Giants game against the Broncos not that long ago, for you to anoint him better than a guy that's won a Super Bowl, that's played in two Super Bowls, Super Bowl MVP, for you to walk around here and start making videos saying that Jackson Dart is better than him, you gotta come correct, bro. After this quote, you shouldn't be allowed to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles no more because you're giving out false information. You're giving out information that makes no sense, bro. But, man, I digress, though, man. Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles for putting belt to ass on the Giants, man. On to the next one. I have no idea who we play next week. I didn't really check the schedule, man, but I know that shit finna be a dub. Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, though, man. I'm going to catch up with y'all in the next video, man. Peace.